So with that being said, I've become the bridge between America and Dubai when it comes to entertainment. There's not really many artists that come to Dubai that I don't know about, or I didn't consult the deal for them coming over here. So I want to say about in October, we'll have, when are you putting this out?
This will be out in a month and a half, around October.
Okay,
times,
so that's good. So in Dubai, in October, I'm bringing Taraji P. Henson to the region for the first time. If you don't know Taraji, What Men Want, all the Think Like a Man movies, Oscar nominated for Benjamin Button, 21 million followers on Instagram. Just, I mean, incredible. Emmy winning actress. She was the star of Empire. Never been to the region. Saw everything on Instagram. So, I put together the right connections. I got the government involved, and to get her out here to show her the land, show her what's out here, show her that the world of entertainment can be bigger than Hollywood. Make Hollywood come to us. So that's really the underlying goal, is to make Hollywood come to us and not have to ask to be included. I'm tired of that, asking to be included. No, when you're the talent, there's a writer's strike right now. The actors decided to stand in solidarity with the writers. So with that being said, you have a group of talent that want to be paid what they're worth. So you have the AI that's coming out. They're not getting paid for that. Residual, there's new streaming platforms, new ways to make money off of your content. They're not getting paid off of that. How actors live is the residuals. So if I don't write a script, the studio doesn't have a movie, they don't make their gross for the chairman for that year. It all starts with the talent. So think about it. What if I wrote Independence Day for Will Smith? They paid me $75,000 for that movie. All right? That movie made Will Smith a bona fide celebrity, a superstar. Now he can make his millions off the name Will Smith. I was just the writer. I don't really get any more money other than the residuals from that one. But I created the project that made Will Smith Will Smith. You know what I mean? So what if you're sitting at home broke in your 1-bedroom apartment and you're like, but I wrote Independence Day. That's not fair. No. So it's a lot of things that has to change, with how that works. And so I figure coming to Dubai, building a structure from the ground up the right way, because Hollywood was convoluted. It was a monopoly, to a certain extent. And so with that being said, you kind of had to get in where you fit in. You had to elevate with the times. When they would allow you to do certain things, that's when you got your opportunity. Or unfortunately, if there was a quota that needed to be hit, you got to have a certain amount of black people in this, certain amount of Asians in this. Okay, I can slip in a quota. Now it's like, we're too talented for that. I'm going to go to another place. I'm going to build in another place, and I'm going to make you come to me. And so that's what Dubai is for me.
Dubai is that place.
It's a platform. It's the future. Dubai is the future.
100%. And it's empty. It's, especially in that industry. And there's a lot of other industries that were empty 10, 15 years ago that are booming now.
Absolutely.
So there's no reason why this wouldn't be it,
Absolutely.
So I normally ask about keys to success, which I did ask you off camera. You already, there's something in the works already about that. So please, if you could give me a little info on that.
I'm doing a project that's called 7 Rules to 7 Figures. When you first think of that title, you automatically think money. But 7 figures is not only money, but it's the currency of all of the things that you learn as you mature. So I think a lot of the knowledge I have now is worth 7 figures. I think a lot of the experience that I have is worth 7 figures. when you sit down and you talk to a person like myself who has lived in different countries, who has been in the Navy, who has slept on the streets of New York, who has done a movie that is over 100 million in the box office. It's life experience that people pay for. So with that being said, there's so many rules that I broke that when I started following certain rules, these 7 certain rules specifically, that's when I started to make the journey to 7 figures. And that's what this project is called. It's literally called 7 Rules to 7 Figures from the Chi to Dubai, because I'm from Chicago and this is where I landed, because it's an evolution, you know, it's a progression, it's an escalation, you know, because if people don't know where you came from, your success doesn't mean as much 100%. To them. 100%. But when they see that wide spectrum from the Chi to Dubai, it's how the hell did he get there? I'm a little kid from the south side of Chicago, you know? How did he get there? These are the rules that I followed that took me to my success. Whatever your success is, that's your success. But these 7 rules will be a roadmap to how to get to the place that you're trying to go. And it's an audio visual book to where it gives you visuals from my real life. So I'm not just gonna talk about working with Jamie Foxx. I'm gonna show you on set with me, with Robert Downey Jr., with Jamie as we're working, as I'm telling you when I started discovering these 7 rules. And so with different times of my life, different periods of my life, this is what I'm going to allow myself to put into the world to help people not run into the same potholes and same mistakes that I ran into. So if I can give some piece of advice, some piece of knowledge that people can actually walk away with, that's tangible, that you can listen back to years later or a couple months later when you need a refresh, you know, because the inner spirit, the mind is just like the body. If you don't continuously work the body, you get flabby, you get loose, you get out of breath. If you don't continuously work the mind, it gets slow, it's not as sharp, and you're not on your A game. And so I'm giving this as a piece of me to help people stay on their A game, because I needed it, you know.
Amazing.